It's the Book of Jake. Book of Jake.
Welcome back to the Book of Jake. My name is Jake Abdullah. Usually I have guests from Tun Mahathir to Sasi the Don, Resh Monu, and people like celebrities and successful business people to talk about their journey and stuff like that. But today I thought I'll just flip the script. I'll speak about myself. Why? Because I'm turning 60 in a couple of weeks, October 7 to be precise. And what happened at 55 that has changed my life. So I was 55, I had a health scare, COVID hit, and I decided at that point that, you know what, I had enough of being a CEO. I want to do something else. I just got up one morning and said, you know what, is this all? Is this all? At 55, my father retired. At 55, should I think about winding down? Should I think about chilling out? Should I think about, while I had the glamorous life of a CEO of a public listed company, I was actually CEO of two companies at that point. You know, it does a lot for your ego. You know, you have a driver, you have a secretary, you have people taking care of you, and it flaunts your ego a little bit and it pads your ego a little bit. Inside of me, I was still empty because you know why? Is this what I want? Is this what I really want? And I felt a void. And I said, while the money was great, the bonuses, the yearly increments, the trips, the business class trips, I'm not saying it's wrong. Let me be very clear. This life has also taught me a lot of things. I understand strategy, I understand sales, business, finance, leadership, and stuff like that, which puts me prime into this age where I decided at 55 that I wanted to become a solopreneur. Toughest decision I made in my life. I got up one morning and I was scared. I remember this day vividly because I got up as a Monday. First time I was not employed, and I looked at my calendar and I said, now what? Okay, it was quite daunting. You know, Alhamdulillah, after 5 years, after just putting in the work, I remember my first client I got who wanted me to look at the strategy for his company. I worked with him, and within 3-4 weeks, he was really happy. He told me, I'm doing great work, while the money was just so small. It was to me pittance compared to what I used to earn, but I was very grateful because it is something I'm doing myself. Then I realized, what can I do? And I started to build. You know, being a solopreneur is not easy because your days are longer. I get up at 5 o'clock. In fact, you see, I'm a one-man team shooting this video, editing and putting it out for you. Your days are longer, but it's fulfilling. One thing that has happened is I've traded my comfort for freedom. Before I was very comfortable. Now I have freedom. I can work anywhere in the world. I can go on holiday and work. Last weekend I was with my parents, in-laws, with taking them out. Really 80-year-old people, but it was fantastic. I could do work also, so I was not bound by those kinds of rules. The rules have changed now. You have to do it for yourself. Now, when you are working in a company, you get a salary. Every year you get an increment, right? And most companies, of course. Suddenly you upgrade, you keep upgrading your lifestyle. Come to a point, even if you hate your job, you can't leave because if you work to a certain lifestyle, you got bills to pay and commitments and stuff. I totally understand. That's why I realized that, you know what, how can I scale down to make myself more happy? So I got rid of stuff that I didn't want, got rid of cars that I was not driving, just bought it to front my ego. And now I'm much happier. My health is the best it can be. Stress levels have gone down completely. I have time. I have great days. I have more time with my wife. We take wonderful trips. We take walks in the morning, as you can see from my Instagram posting and stuff like that. But my business is also growing slowly, okay? And there were times I wanted to give up. I remember 2 years ago, the bills were piling up and I was like, oh, wow, what am I going to do? Should I go back and take another corporate job? And I said, hey, hang on. There is something that you wrote a long time ago. You told yourself freedom, meaning ownership. Now, as I realized, that's why I left, not for the comfort, but for something deeper. It is for something that I just said, I don't want to sit comfortably in emptiness. So I decided against it. Now, the big changer for me was, of course, AI. I was not prepared for this. when the AI revolution started a couple of years ago. To me, I'm a generalist, jack of all trades and master of none. But when AI got into the scene, my God, my life became easier because suddenly I discovered I could do copywriting, I could do editing, I could do storyboarding, I could do reports, I could do analysis, I could do research, all by having a host of AI tools by my side. Yes, of course, I pay for most of them, but it's cheaper than employing 8 people or 10 people. So suddenly, the level of my job has quadruple or times 10. For someone who came from a era of boardroom and memos, this felt to me revolutionary. Looking back on these 5 years, these are the 3 big lessons I'd like to share with you. First, freedom comes with responsibility. Okay, you have to get up early in the morning. You have to understand that while corporate life cushions you, and chills, you can get up at 9:30. You can give yourself an MC, and the company can. No, there's no MC. There's no public holidays. There's no special days and stuff like that. If you don't grind, you don't grind. So as a solopreneur, you get freedom. But of course, every mistake, every deadline, every success rests on your shoulders. Now, second, patience is everything. In corporate, scale accelerates the grind, the slow build, the compounding effect of showing up. Okay. Second, patience is everything. In corporate, scale accelerates results. Now, as a solopreneur, it takes longer. You got to embrace the grind, the slow build, the compounding effect of showing up every day. And suddenly it happens. So you have to be very patient. And third, it's never too late. I started this at 55. At 60, I feel sharper, hungrier, more alive than I did probably 2 decades ago. So age isn't a barrier, it's an asset. I have all this wealth of knowledge which I'm using it wisely. Now, do I sometimes wish I had done this earlier? Yes. And just got into my own business and picked up and I'm sure, I'll be much further ahead. But in retrospect, the timing was perfect. Maybe I needed those corporate years to prepare me, to learn how to lead, how to adapt, how to handle this pressure. Now, as I turn 60, I'm not slowing down. I feel like I'm hitting my stride. I've traded status for freedom. I've traded comfort for much fulfillment, and honestly, I've never felt more alive. So if you're listening right now and asking yourself, is it too late for me? Let me answer that clearly. It's not. Like I said, I started at 55, 60. I'm still learning. I'm still building, still dreaming bigger than ever. Life as a solopreneur isn't easy. It's very messy. It's so unpredictable, but it's meaningful. And sometimes that meaning is worth far more than the corner office, the driver, or the fancy title. So guys, thank you for listening. This was a different kind of episode of Book of Jake, and I hope my story gives you something to take away, courage, curiosity, maybe just a reminder that it's never too late for you to take control of your life. Please like, subscribe, share if you enjoy this episode. I'll see you soon.
It's the Book of Jake.